This is just a quick tutorial on your Capstone project. There are several little moving parts to this project. It is pretty straightforward, but again, just a lot of little pieces that need to be included and turned in. So here, as you see in week number 7, it's listing what you need to turn in. Many of these items here are available and found in the project directions, which you have in week number 1. The project directions look like this. Okay, and if you scroll through, you can see under week 5 what you need to do for this project. Okay, and it's listing these items here as well. So the articulation worksheet, that link is found in the project directions. It looks like this. You should have that filled in already from week number 3. Again, as part of this final project, if it's not filled in, make sure you do so when you turn in this week. Okay, your video, of course, which is going to be the meat of this assignment, which I'll break down exactly what I'm looking for in that in a moment, and then your survey, which will, again, the link is found right here on these project directions, but that is filled in by your reviewer after they take a look at your video. Okay, so those pieces need to be included when you turn your work in. As far as the video goes, again, there's several little components to the video. Basically, you're telling us how your program that you in the classes you have taken in Brian and Stratton here, how you've met those outcomes for each class, and how those projects you created to meet those outcomes connect to your work, okay, your workplace. So first off, you'll be articulating, as you see here in yellow, how you met the program and instructional outcomes. Okay, you will find those right here, okay, highlighted in gray. It tells you how to do that going into your e-portfolio. You already have part of that done with your articulation worksheet. See how it says program outcome? You've done that already, so that is a start of what you should be talking about in your video. There's the outcome you filled in, and then just a quick description of the project that you did to meet that outcome. But as you see from my end, this is a grading rubric. There is also institutional outcomes, okay? So make sure you are listing how you met those as well, what assignments, work, whatever it may be, you did to meet those outcomes. So the program outcomes listed here should already pretty much be done for you in that articulation worksheet. The institutional outcomes you need to look at as well, because that both are part of that. As you see here, it says in yellow, program and institutional outcomes. Okay, so basically in your video you should be talking about how you met that outcome. If the program outcome, as you see here in this rubric, talks about this first one here, maybe talks about current technology, then you will explain what project you did to be able to meet that outcome, but you also need to articulate how that connects to your workplace, how the knowledge, the skills, and behaviors that you learned in that class connect to your workplace. So if you learned how to create a website, for example, how will you be able to use that skill, that knowledge of doing that, how will it connect into the workplace? So that's the articulation. So as you see here in my rubric, it says evidence, articulation, evidence. This is the project you did to explain what the project was, how it met that outcome, institutional or program, and then you need to articulate the connection. As you see here, connects to the workplace, and those skills and behaviors and knowledge, how they all tie together. Okay, so that is a part of that video. So your person who is reviewing this may not know all your outcomes, all your program and institutional outcomes. They're checking to make sure you're talking professionally, you're covering certain items, you're having your confidence, presenting the message clearly. They may not know, even though it says here, did it align with your program content? They may not know all those. You should have supplied them, but just in case, that is kind of for you to check to make sure you have those connections in the video, because your surveyor may not know that. They're checking a lot of other things here to help you out and improve your video, but they may not know those specifically. Okay, and that's here highlighted in green. Articulate how the portfolio artifacts connect to the program outcomes. Okay, so basically it's this overall in general. You're discussing what the outcomes were, institutional and program outcomes that you've taken here at Brian and Stratton and then basically proving what work you've done to meet those outcomes, and then how the skills you acquired, knowledge you acquired, then connects into your workplace. That is in general what you need to do. Make sure you're turning in all parts of the project. Some of you have emailed me already. Hopefully this video answers those questions. Any other further questions, please do not hesitate. And please try to get this done early in the week, because again, week 7.5 is going to overlap, and you'll have work to complete for that as well. So you don't want to get log jammed at the end of the week here. Okay, good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.